Hello, my loves. Sam here for night 9 of my Eden Forest Collective video journals. Join me on my journey. Yay. How are you? I didn't do a journal entry last night either because I was in Ventura. I had a client and then I stayed at a beautiful inn on the beach. It was so lovely. I had a beautiful session yesterday. I had a very intense, beautiful session today, and I have 2 sessions tomorrow. Girls in dom mode. Okay. And I'm loving every single one. They're all so different. As different as they can be, as different as you and me is as different as the sessions are. I mean, they're all just so unique. And I love that I can be a bit of a chameleon. I think that that's not very common for doms. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure most of the doms that I have witnessed have had their persona, and you go to them for that persona, and that is fucking fabulous. I am a double Pisces and a Mars Gemini, and I can play multiple roles and archetypes and have a lot of different offerings. And my favorite thing about today's session, one of my favorite things, is that it was outside. It was my first session outside, and I loved it. I've been wanting to offer sessions outside, but I've been a little bit nervous to do that for being on the land and doing things that can be naked and sensual in nature, or not sensual in nature. Sometimes they're not sensual at all. But you know what I'm saying. But with being here on the land, with permission, offering sessions here, we were down by the river. It was so fucking powerful to be outside, to be in Mother Earth, in Mother Nature. Just, my client literally just like stuck her face in the sand at one point. It was so cute and like so powerful. And having her just like look up and see the mountains, having us be able to go into the river before and after the session and fully submerging after the session and just fucking clearing that energy away was so powerful. I am going to build an offering where I do like a half-day ritual outside on hopefully this land, but if not this land, I'll find somewhere else. And then also too, I didn't do it, or I did a little bit in this session, but for, I have 1 or 2 more sessions outside. I'm gonna like go around and get earth particles and plants that have different textures and like use them in my sessions as sensory tools. I'm so excited to do that. Yeah, so that's been basically everything I've been doing since I last talked to you. I went to a very intense pole class today. I don't know if you guys saw that video that I posted of me doing the Superman pose, but it took me a minute. That one is very hard for me. It is keeping the grip on that upper hand is crazy. And then my dom session, my body is just so exhausted. Oh my God, my body is so tired. And tomorrow's another super intense day. But you know what? I have the vitality for it. Let's just cheers to that. And it's all amazing. And I'm having a fucking amazing time. And I went shopping today and I got the cutest stuff. Oh my God. Ventura thrift stores. Let's go. Otherwise, things are coming together for my performance on Saturday. I have 1 song fully locked and loaded. I have another song mostly locked and loaded. I have a 3rd song mostly locked and loaded. And I have a 4th song, neither locked nor loaded, but started. The song has started, and I can memorize pretty quickly. That's just practice, you know. I'll just do something over and over and over and over and over and over again. I'll do a song like 20 fucking times in a row. And so I feel confident that I can lock and load these last 3 songs. One of them is not going to be an SAS song. It's actually going to be a Fempress song, but it like fits really well into the SAS universe. It's actually called Dominatrix. And I have a rap bit in it, and it's very feminine authority. In fact, that's one of the lines. This feminine authority. And I feel like I want to do 4 songs, and the other 4th song that I have for SAS is definitely not locked and loaded. And it also is a collaboration. I told you guys about it. Make Her Feel Safe. And I want to sing it live with Ashira. I don't really want to do it with like the recording. Although I don't know. I'll have to think about that for future performances. I don't know. But I don't want to do it this time. So yeah, I was really proud of myself too after my, it was so beautiful to come back after our session by the river and like walk into a house full of beautiful human beings cooking us all the most beautiful dinner with a zucchini the size of a human. That zucchini was like literally this big. I'm not exaggerating. It might have been bigger. They told me it was this big and I was like, you guys, I mean, I'm sure it was big, but I'm sure you're exaggerating. And then they showed me the photo and I was like, oh shit, you were not exaggerating. It was the biggest. I didn't even know that zucchinis could be that big. Wow. And just like walking into a home with like delicious cooked meals and so many good people and conversations and loving dinner, and I did all the dishes and then I asked for my needs, which was I sometimes get dom drop. You can get sub drop and you can get dom drop after a scene. And it just is like goes from the dom's perspective, it's like holding so much focus and directing all of that focus onto another person and spending all of your energy attuning to another person's body, and then sometimes holding really big feelings, really big energy, in this case really big healings. We were working through deep sexual trauma, and you're doing that just sustained for hours, and then when the session's over, sometimes it's just like a fucking plummet and you're just like, all your energy is gone. I could barely even talk. I could barely even move. And so then I was asked for what I needed and asked if anyone was available to give me a little massage and cuddle. And it was so cute because then it turned into a 4-handed massage and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-person hug. It was so sweet. I was sandwiched in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, of 4 people. It was so sweet. I loved it. So I feel much more nourished, but I am still feeling pretty droppy. So I'm just gonna like, I was gonna work. And like, Tori and I are starting a magazine. I told you that, for Enchanted Loft or Enchanted Collective. We changed our name recently, and I was gonna work on it, but I can't. So instead, I'm just going to. Let's be real, I'm going to be on Instagram for like a half an hour. But then I'm going to read and go to bed. And not watch Sex and the City until I fall asleep like last night. Because that's what I did last night and the night before. And I've been taking a deep TV cleanse. If you know me, you know that I love to have TV on in the background while I work. And I don't think it's a bad thing. To an extent. But I can totally take it over the line sometimes and just watch way too much TV. But again, it's not like my foreground focus. It's my background focus. But anyway, I've been trying to give myself a total TV cleanse while I was here. And I've done it mostly. I just watched Sex and the City the last 2 days. It's so funny. One of my sub-clients turned me on to Sex and the City. I watched it a little bit when it was on, and I like saw one of the movies, but it was never like my thing. But then I started watching it with one of my subs, and I was like, wait, I love this. It's actually fabulous. I mean, it's also fucked up to see women talk about sex and relationships sometimes from a not very empowered place. But you know what? We're just getting better every generation. Okay, that's all I have. Tomorrow is going to be crazy. In fact, I might not do a video journal tomorrow night either because I have 2 clients back to back. So we'll see how my energy is. But either way, I love you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for spending time with me. I'll see you soon.